All right, finally back on the shower. I'm doing my Redgard. I'm taping all the joints up with fiberglass mesh, getting everything sealed. As this stuff cures, it starts out pink and turns red. You can see the transition now. This takes me a while to do this, but I'm wrapping fiberglass mesh. Some of it's the kind you use on drywall with real narrow stuff, and some of it's 6 inches wide. You can do 6 on all of it, probably make it a little easier. What I'm doing is first you can use a roller, brush, whatever. First I brush it out just to start it, and then I pre-cut some pieces sometimes. It makes it easier, but just brushing it all on the wall doesn't make it sticky. It's the Redgard itself that actually kind of helps hold it in place. Even though this tape is sticky, it doesn't do a whole lot. So what I do is I pre-form the inside corner a little bit. It won't hold it won't look, not like paper tape on drywall. It won't hold itself to a real crisp edge, but you can kind of get it started, and it'll give you a little bit easier rollout when you do it. But I'll kind of push right in the middle, kind of get it stuck and kind of tack all the way down first. Like that. Alright? Then I'll take my brush and kind of get it in there so it won't go anywhere. This is what really holds it when you go over it the second time like this real quick. That'll really help a whole lot. The next part I'm going to show you really makes a difference. So you get a really much tighter inside corner. Once you've coated that like that one time, or actually the second if you call it the second, I'll take a little 1.5 inch knife like this, and I just butter it up a little bit, and I just kind of gently walk it down that inside corner like that, and it really pulls that stuff tight. So you wind up with a really nice crisp corner. This is not my favorite thing to work with, but this particular shower I started years ago on my build as I get money and time house. I'm in my 8th year now. Damn, I thought I could do it in 2 years, but time and money just don't come around as often as I'd like. So it is what it is. But I'm getting really close to a C of O now, because all I need to do is get this shower going and swing a couple doors. Now I get a C of O. So this is where I'm at with it. But anyway, back to the Redgard thing. Use that putty knife. Man, that thing gives you a nice crisp inside corner. So you don't want radiuses in your inside corner. When you start doing the tile, it might affect some of the things you're doing later. But you can see up close how nice and crisp and clean that inside corner is. Now I'm going to coat the field of this tomorrow. I'm going to use a roller and roll it out. From last time I used the same pan, but I'll finish doing my inside corner down here and down below, and I'm going to call it a night. I've got the niche done. I've taken care of all my inside corners, joints, outside corners, and the field I'll roll out again. Probably after lunch, roll it again. My second coat will be done. But this should be a pretty bulletproof shower as far as water infiltration behind the wall, because I've got 1/2 inch Durarock or cementitious board, and behind that I actually put 15-pound felt on the studs behind it. So should anything go through the tile, it's got to get through the Redgard, then it's got to get through the Durarock, then it's got to get through the felt paper. Don't see that happening. A pipe rupture will probably be the cause of water getting in the wall, if that should ever be the case. But hope, cross my fingers, that never happens in my lifetime. But the weakest link in all this is going to be around this mixing valve, the sprayer that I'm going to put on here, and the valve body and the shower head. So as long as I get a good seal up behind the wall, any water that runs down behind won't get behind the escutcheons for everything and get in there. So I'll be running a bead of silicone around the final beauty ring cover plates, or whatever you want to call them, trim kits, and should have no problem at all. I just hope I can do a decent job on the tile, but I'm not a tile guy. But I'm doing the same thing in here with this Brazilian slate in a 12 by 12, but I'm going to be doing the shower in a 6 by 6, and I've got some slate. I haven't quite decided if I'm going to do slate inside the niche or inside the window, transom rather. I'm not sure yet. I haven't quite got it. But if I do it on the wall, I'm not going to do a diamond pattern or anything like that. I'm going to do maybe a running bond kind of pattern like I've got on the floor. I'm not quite sure yet. I got to really think this out before I jump into it. But I've got bullnose tile too. This is what I'll be banding out right here. This one came broke. I bought a case and some change. But if you look, you'll have a profile like that, nice radius edge, and that's what I'll probably be using at my shelves. I might just do this in slate and band this whole thing out in slate, this whole niche. I think that kind of sounded appealing to me to put slate in there. But anyway, Redgard, it's pretty easy stuff. You just roll it out. The hardest part of the whole thing is getting tight inside corners. And like I say, if you look, you're not going to get any tighter than that with this fiberglass mesh. But typically 6-inch mesh, or this if you can handle working with it and bending it. But 2 coats of this Redgard and you should be pretty bulletproof for water penetration on your shower. But anyway, later.